Doop doop doo 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 doop doo. Welcome to the Smeggie Cave. How's it going, everybody? How's it going out there watching the chat? And how's it going to the couple of guys that got joining me here?
Smeggie's been drinking.
A little bit, but I'm, safe at home, just sitting on the couch, so it's all good.
How's it going, Smeggie, G-Webs? Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, no problem, man.
I was just setting everything up, and I had this thing on full volume, so everybody in the parking lot heard. I guess that was
Nice.
my cell phone. Luckily, there's nobody out here.
Yeah, invite them in the chat if you have neighbors.
I do not, and I don't want them in here if they are.
So, yeah. Anyways,
I
mentioned it.
I've been yawning all night.
Uh-oh. So did you have a good day? I saw a couple things on Instagram. Obviously, you're seeing some, I don't know what you want to call it, like sightseeing kind of, but like cool gun stuff.
No, not sightseeing. So one of the things that people have been saying is, why do you need an AR-15? So when Angelina and I were figuring out like what order, like what we were doing, right? What order to hit them and where to hit. And like, I think we figured it out yesterday. If I add them to the Google map on the calendar, then I send it to my phone, then I can use my phone to tell me with the distance to any location I want. So that worked out perfectly for what we were trying to do with the factories, right? So I was showing her, and she says, what about the LA riots? And I'm like, snap. So why do you need an AR-15? Well, here's a situation that happened in LA. Here's the way I'm saying it, the way I see it. LA was minding its own business for what, probably hundreds of years, really. You count prehistory. And then there was like a couple of days of riots. And then ever since then, LA's been fine again, right? Pretty much LA is good to go all the time, except for a couple of minutes where there was like some riots. It was horrible and all that. Nobody's excusing it. But in the grand scheme of things, it was a couple of days in the history of LA, right? So if you're going to have a conversation with somebody, try to preface it somehow like that. And I'm super tired. But that's what I'm thinking, is you preface it with like, okay, so LA ain't bad, right? They had riots. That was horrible. But LA isn't horrible. LA is freaking kind of cool. But, they had this horrible thing happen to them. Like, it happened there. So are you going to say that it happened for no reason? Or are you going to say, you're talking to an anti-gunner here. Are you going to say it happened for no reason? Or are you going to say that there was justifiable cause, that the police state was infringing on the minority class of people that live there or whatever? And, nobody's suggesting that a riot is justifiable, but the reasons for the riot weren't one thing. It was the straw that broke the camel's back. There was a situation there. Like, most anti-gunners are going to be like, hell yeah, the police, blah, 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 right? And then you go, okay, so the riot happened, and you're not going to scorn the rioters because of the situation that caused their rioting, right? So now what about the minority Koreans in Koreatown, like a few miles on the north side of the University of Southern California, where they burned down the Winchell's Donuts, right? Are the people that lived and worked in Koreatown that took arms and went to their roofs, are they to blame because they're immigrants and because they want to keep their property and their lives and their families' livelihood? Is that wrong of them? Are they wrong people? Are they bad people who shouldn't have guns? And what about your police? Where were your police during those 2 days? Those 2 days where all those people died and would have died. Where were the police? They were told, they were ordered by the state that you worship to retreat in the face of that riot. So they're going to go, blah, 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 blah. Why do you need an assault rifle? How do you justify a killing machine? Well, then you go, how do you explain all the stuff that happened in LA, which we don't even have to talk about, or maybe we should talk about, all the gun laws, and then blah, blah, blah. So that's where I went to the LA riots, and I went online, and I found pictures of from back then, like the rooftop Koreans everybody makes fun of now. And then fucking, like the Winchell's burning down. And so I went to the couple of places in Koreatown that were like iconic pictures of the dudes on roofs, and took pictures of them today and did a bit of a video. talking about the same thing I just said there, except worse. And then went to the Wenchels, which is now a Jack in the Box. So that was a no-go. And then, the Wenchels that burned down was like an iconic picture.
Right.
And I don't know how much you remember 92 or whatever. But then the last thing was where it all started at. I always fucking forget the names of these streets. It's a fucking Battle of World War II or some shit. It's not Navarone. Maybe it is Navarone. Anyway, there's an intersection of these two streets. It all went down there. Like the first thing that happened a block north. Police fucked up a kid. I think they beat the shit out of a kid again right after Rodney King. And then everybody was like, fuck this already. And then started throwing shit at the cops. And then the cops got all mad and brought a bunch of other cops over. And people were like, fuck it. And kept throwing shit at the cops or something like that. It escalated. And the cops basically retreated. And as soon as they retreated, the riot was emboldened. And the mob was emboldened, as they say. How what do they say about a mob? Like it has its own thing or whatever after some point. Like it gets that energy or whatever. So it had that energy.
Yeah, that mob mentality.
Whatever that excuse is that people fucking claim when they fucking do horrible fucking things just because somebody else is fucking doing it next to them. And they did fucking horrible fucking things, right? So all that shit happened on that one intersection. So I went to that intersection and fucking took pictures and went to the Tom's Liquors or whatever it was that, was the beginning of it all. So fuck them. If they're going to tell us that we can't own fucking guns because there's no fucking reason, then fucking learn history. And if you're going to suggest that this shit can't happen, then let's not ignore the shit that happened right in the middle of fucking Hollywood. Well, right in the middle of LA. Literally in the middle of LA. So that's where I went this morning, and I thought that was worth doing first. So I did that first. Then I went down to called Fort McHenry, I think. It's like those giant bunkers or whatever that like had the artillery cannons for protecting LA during the war, World War II. And like they had huge cannons there, and then like these giant bunkers like dug in so that they couldn't blow up the ordnance that was, feeding the cannons. So they had like these really cool tunnels that are like built into mountains or something. Or I don't know, I think they were tunnels. I don't think they were built. But anyway, they're fucking awesome. And I was really hoping to get pictures of the band next to one of them, and that place was fucking closed. Then I went over and hooked up with Knives. You heard of Mr. Knives? He does a lobby on gun channels occasionally.
I have heard of him. Yeah, he's a cool dude.
So me and him went up his hill. It's called Signal Hill, and then looked around, and then went down to this one gun shop, the only gun shop around his whole area. Like this whole fucking area, LA, only gun shop is this one, and it's like a chain. Of course, they wouldn't let me take pictures. I called their media guy, and I'm still waiting for a return call. And then Knives got his, like, you have to have a fucking permission from the state to buy a gun here. So he did the 30 question test and granted his permission from the state. So now you can buy guns here. So that was kind of cool. So we did that. And then looked around a little bit, farted around. He showed me around like Long Beach. And, he grew up down here. And then left him, went down the road to meet up with, I was telling the guys before, I think I've talked to you before, like before there was gun channels, like 10 years before there was gun channels, I had Gun Chat. And that was like a forum. Basically, it was just a forum, but it was an alternative forum, just like gun channels, an alternative to the fucking bullshit. There was an alternative to the bullshit. And we got together and did basically exactly what we do in gun channels, except without fucking people that aren't in the lobby right now, or aren't in the cave right now. So it was as if you had complete admin control and decided who would be around. And it was all gun people. It was really fucking awesome. And that's what created gun channels, because I knew we could do that again, except with better shit. Anyway, so if that would have existed now or whatever, if now was then, this was Ballistic Expansion. So Recon had been around since forever. I've known him for fucking ever. And I think 20 years. Fucking A. No, not 20 years. 16 years? How fucking crazy is that? Fucking chatting with this dude online for 16 fucking years. So I think he started when he was 16. Gun Channels was working for me a second ago. But in the middle of the night, it'll go down. They're also working on shit, I think. But sometimes it'll sign you out too on the midnight, wherever the midnight hits. I know it's fucked up right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine's working perfectly fine. So
Okay.
just try refreshing and.
Yeah, I haven't been able to jump on.
No, mine's busted. So they're probably working on it right now. Unless
Okay.
am I still connecting? Yeah, they're probably working on it.
Okay.
But that's usually 5 minutes or something. It's usually like they're flipping, unplug it, shouldn't plug it back in, kind of shit.
Roger that.
So what the fuck? I met up with Recon and we're like, hey, I go, you live kind of by knives. So I'm like, if you can you meet up today? He's like, yeah. So I meet up with the same kind of thing as I did with Ghost. I'm like, okay, let's meet up at a gun shop you like. He's like, oh, let's go to this, I forget what it's called, TAC or CAT or something, some letters. He's like, let's go to that one. I'm like, okay, no problem. Angelina recommended it. Somebody else recommended it in the, the thing to recommend places. So I'm like, it must be good. 3 people now have recommended it, and 2 of them I know.
Are you talking about gunshowloopholetour.com?
Right. And then I'm giving up on that. I think we gives a shit anymore. So then we fucking went there, met up there, and it's closed on Mondays. So Sunday, Monday. So I'm like, one gun shop. Well, first I go to the museum, closed. Well, I mean, at first I went to LA riots. Those were fine because those are just things. Actually, first I woke up this morning and took that picture at sunset. That was staged. That wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna randomly take a picture of sunset. Like Angelina told me where I can get a good picture of the town behind the van, kind of thing.
Yeah, that was definitely awesome. I like that.
Yeah, I sat around there like, well, I knew sunset was at 7. Wait, 6:30? I forget. Either sunset was at 6:30 and sunrise was at 7, or the other way around. But anyway, I had to be there. I figured 10, 15 minutes early. So anyway, another gun channel is back again. So first thing, museum closed. Second thing, gun shop, fuck you can't take pictures. Third thing, gun shop closed. I'm like, you serious? So I'm like, all right, see you, Recon. And I get in the vehicle. Oh, that LA, or so no, hold on. So then I left Recon and I Instagrammed LAX, that range, Los Angeles range or whatever, at the airport. And I'm like, hey, if I come by to take some pictures for the Instagrams, you gonna be there? Because they're huge on the Instagrams. I like constantly fiddle around on the Instagrams, right? So I think this is the best way to, maybe let them know so I get at least one fucking set of pictures today. So I get there and I get there 5:06. They closed at 5. The fucking door's locked. So I went to LAX also, got a picture in front of it, and that's it. So out of the 3 gun shops I visited today, 2 of them were closed. One of them wouldn't let me take pictures. The one museum was closed. But then out front of the LAX shooting range is that donut shop that has a giant donut on the roof that everybody's seen.
Right.
So I got donuts there. Oh shit, I have them here. Fuck out of them donuts right now. I was gonna give them to Angelina, she didn't take them. And then I went to Rockford fucking Files. That was pretty awesome.
So I have to know because I can't be bothered enough to check the Instagram again. Your little Instagram quiz.
You haven't been there.
Okay, that's it. It looked kind of familiar. Maybe I haven't, but has someone answered it correctly? And if so, can you tell me? If not, I don't want you to reveal it because that's a fun game.
I haven't been even, dude. I went to Rockford Files, and then Angelina was like, "Okay, here's where we're meeting," and I'm like, "Fuck." There was like an hour. It was 45 minutes away. I had 33 minutes on Google, and it took me. Google says I had 33 minutes. I got there 10 minutes late, and then it's like, oh shit, fucking gun show, daily gun show. So then daily gun show's over, and then I'm here. So I haven't had any fucking downtime. I tried to stop a couple of times to post something.
Okay, that's fine. I was just curious because it really did, and I don't remember which one this is. I almost don't want to bring it up, but let me just say this: the dude, like out of all the Ring of Fires, the dude that was like the jerk, which company was that?
Lorson. It's not okay. Armalite. Is this where they used to make the Cop 4 barrel Derringers? Plasma rifle and 40-watt range. Obviously, Z is fucking nuts. And then let's see. Are you gonna play or cop out?
That seems interesting.
So yeah, it's been answered. So I don't know if that was Recon. He's like, "Hey, are you going over to the cop factory?" And I'm like, oh, do you mean the museum? And he's like, no, dumbass, the fucking 4-barrel Derringer. It's like around the corner. Like, fucker. It was like
Oh, I get
right
it.
around the corner from it.
Dude, I didn't even read your thing right because it says hint, it ain't a ring of fire gun.
Yeah, what did you say? It is a ring of fire gun? That'd be the worst hint ever.
Well, I just asked, have I been there or something? But because I'm telling you, it looks like the front of, again, the one where the ring of fire gun where the asshole owned it. Yeah, it looks like the front of that.
It kind of looks like the same, but that place was much smaller. This was, I didn't have to do a good picture job in this picture, but this is a giant building. That guy was like 1 floor. This is like, probably 2 floors, or at least inside is as big as 2 floors.
All right, but okay, so there was answered. It's the cop. That's cool.
Yeah, the cop 4-barrel Derringers were made in LA. This is like pretty much, you could wing a rock over to Knives' house from here. Like if you threw a rock really far, you could hit Seal Beach. And then if you go the other way, it's like that canal, or I don't know if it's a canal or if it's natural, but like that big, like kind of fake bay where the giant robot arms go in and pick up all the little Legos off of the giant ships. Right, all those ships coming from China with all the Legos on them, like the giant robot arms come down. There's like a whole like canal of those things. That's right around there too. So and then if you go a little bit farther than them robot arms and the boats, that's like the Queen Elizabeth boat or whatever is there. And then some battleship I missed. And then you finally get to the tip of the fucking California, and that's where those giant cannon bunker fucking things are. Which is now a fucking high school. It's like an alternative high school for like kids that walk around because they were just basically walking all around. I bought this giant coffee, but I don't know if I should drink it because I got like tons of work to do, or if I should sleep and try to do a bunch of work in the morning. I can at least get videos moved over. And then I also figured out I left the house. I left Tucson with a fucking 16 gig card. So I've been like going, what the fuck is wrong with my dash cam? Like, fuck, I missed that. Damn it, I lost it. Damn, I lost it. Thinking my dash cam was glitching out. Finally, I'm like, what the fuck? Look at the card, and it's a 16 gig card, so it can hold like an hour if I'm lucky. Oh, there he is. Good. Oh shit, I totally forgot to call Hush back too. Fuck. So I don't know. Did you hear any of that?
No, I just logged in. I've been fooling around with YouTube. What's up?
No, and I was just telling Smeggie what's happening today. So tomorrow, here, I'm gonna say stuff off air for OPSEC.
Yeah, that's cool. But hey, thanks, Hosh, for jumping in. I was watching your thing earlier. I never got an answer for this because, granted, I was traveling and stuff, so I didn't watch the whole thing. So please answer me this.
Mm-hmm.
What were you building?
An antenna.
Okay. Because I saw you making the thing, and then you had the little, like, you had to wrap the wires, and you had to set the thing up. And I missed the whole front part. Obviously, you saw when I jumped in because I started, making jokes.
Right.
And then I logged right off. Like, right after I stopped typing, I didn't see anything after that. So I never heard you answer my question. I asked, what are you building?
So it was
an
antenna that's resonant on 3 frequencies.
All right, rock on. That's all I was curious about because, like I said, I jumped in late. I saw you're doing a thing. I was like, hey, if you're gonna be up, jump in the cave, and I appreciate you jumping in.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fine. I understand if you gotta go to sleep and stuff. That's cool too.
So that's the secret parts. So I did kind of LA riots and the stuff down in Long Beach today, and then Rockford Files finally. Mm-hmm. So tomorrow I'm gonna do, is it called Fernando Valley or something? Like between Simi Valley and whatever that area of town is called.
Okay.
Hollywood, like the Terminator gun shop and shit. I'm probably gonna go around there. Like I might go around there tomorrow.
Right, and I if I can't take you because I do have to work, but there's a surplus store that's right up the street from me called Oxman's, and they have a museum, and there's lots of cool stuff in there that I think you'd like.
All right, cool. And then Yeah, so I'm also going to try to see, I have to see, I need to fucking stop and do my taxes. So I was thinking, oh, I'm going to do my taxes tomorrow and then, just sit somewhere and work on the computer all day. And then knowing how much, now I have a better idea after driving around LA for a day.
Right.
But I think I'm a fucking traffic whisperer because I didn't wait in traffic but for like a half an hour all day. And I've been driving around all day.
From where to where did you go?
No, traffic. And I didn't have any traffic.
Where did you go?
The middle of LA. Okay, so I went from Koreatown to tip of Long Beach to fucking around all around Long Beach with knives, and then up 405, skirted along, and then up to Rockford Files, Pacific Coast Highway. But I obviously was going opposite traffic the entire time. So like when I started in the morning going south, there was traffic, and then everything coming home was easy.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
But so anyway, yeah, she was saying that I don't want to drive between like 2 and 7.
It depends on which way you're going, but yeah, that could be a bit of a pain. It's all about the directions. You kind of nailed it.
Oh, but anyway, I guess I was saying that now I have a better idea, I think, of how big this place is and what I can do or whatever, like what I can get done. So I'll know for sure after another day. But like I say, I'm not sure if I'm going to take a day off tomorrow and do taxes, or that's probably dumb because I could easily just drive home and do taxes, right? If I really need to do taxes, I could just get all my shit done in LA and go do taxes. But on the other hand, I'm in LA and it's awesome, so I could do taxes here. I was thinking I'd go down by Rockford Files again because it turns out you've been down Malibu River.
Yeah,
it's like 2 hours from his house. So or not even, right? It's probably like an hour.
Yeah, about. I mean, you're talking about the coast, right? So
well, that Malibu coast specifically is the only one I know. But you can just park anywhere you want. You just stop along the road and park. Like if you had a surfboard, I think you could just park and then drive your surfboard off your vehicle and go surf around.
Yeah, I mean, you got like
cost, nothing.
Did you go down like Muscle Beach and somewhere where the weirdos are?
No, I went to Rockford Files and I just passed everything on the way to Rockford Files. But that's what I'm saying. Like I had no idea you could just still park along the side of the road, get out and walk over to the beach for nothing, for free. And I parked on the side of the road for nothing and just sat there looking at the water, which is also kind of. So that's what I was thinking. Just go out on the side of the ocean for free and then do my taxes on the side of the road instead of doing them in like boring ass house.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I mean, God, there's lots of places you can go. You can go to some of the museums and stuff like that if you're interested. But, yeah, that's. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you to do. I mean, because I work, right? You're welcome to like come out, hang out in the evening, and you could, like I said, you could stay over. You still got that offer, or you can park in front of my house because that's clear and safe.
Well, it turns out, yeah, there are no 24-hour Walmarts in all of California. I thought that one by you was 24. Didn't we go over there in the middle of the night?
It closes at like 1.
No, all of them I was like either 11 or 1. Crazy.
Hey, G-Webs, if I can put my vote in, I'll say taxes are due April 15th. You have plenty of time. But that's the procrastinator in me.
I don't even know how much screwed up my
I know, your shit's all way more complicated. I understand. I'm just joking around.
My wife just reminded me that there's a Planet Fitness in the same plaza as the Walmart.
Oh, by you?
Yeah. Like less than a mile from me.
Okay. Yeah, I remember.
I mean, you got options all over the place in Cerritos, plus we got good food.
Whenever I was there last time, I thought you were way norther than where you are. You're almost down by Knives compared to where.
Oh yeah, I'm closer to Knives than I am to LA, for sure. Yeah, I'm almost in the OC.
And now that somebody was telling me to go down south for something, and I was like, the fuck if I'm going way the fuck down there? I might as well go to San Diego. And then I looked, and that's where we went to eat that night. Or like, close to where we went to eat that night with the little tacos.
Oh, yeah, that was Irvine when we went.
So I'm still getting used to like, what the scale is and what half an hour of driving is.
So from LA to Irvine, that's a nice little drive, but that's nothing like going from LA to San Diego. San Diego's a much longer drive.
Yeah, tell me about it. I did that Sunday night, and I had to fly out of San Diego like Monday morning.
Yeah, that's wild. We just came back from San Diego, and the way down was really bad, but the way home was great. So it can be hit and miss. The problem with San Diego is you have to pretty much
Tuesday night, 9 o'clock.
What?
Tuesday night, 9 o'clock.
What is
You
Tuesday?
said, you said hit or miss. I have to plug my podcast.
That's right.
It's my cave. I'm allowed to plug my podcast.
That's right. Yeah, the way home was nice.
I go into that gun shop. I'm minding my business, driving down the road on the gun show loophole tour, and I drive past a gun shop. So I'm like, oh, snap. That's what it's all about, right? I stop in, and I go in there, and it's called Hit or Misses, and it's the old guy, right, and his wife in a wheelchair. She just gets back from McDonald's, and we're chatting about the march. Hella nice people. Super, super nice. They've been there 3 months. I think they even were on Instagram, right? So I posted their shit. Like, as soon as I got in the car, I'm like, oh, this is the shit. I just went in and talked to them, said how awesome they are. And now I'm posting on Instagram for them. 60,000 subs going, pointing at their shop.
That's awesome.
Smeggie. Oh, I thought you could only go in that shop on Tuesdays. I'm like, damn it, Smeggie.
And now they're like total inside jokes, so confused about what just happened. They're like, no, we're open 7 days a week.
Exactly. It's exactly that's how they dance.
I completely apologize, but come on, dude. It's called hit and miss. Like, it's close enough.
Oh, I know. And then as soon as I did it, I'm like, I can't even bitch because it's almost like I put it there to bug you.
Right.
But seriously, they were nice people. They were just old people, and they're sad now, but it's okay.
Oh my God, what have I done?
Hey, G-Webs.
Huh?
I was wondering, what's the link that we can go to Forge from Freedom so that you get a little kickback for your shirts and sweaters?
Forge for Freedom would appreciate that. I have not seen a dime, and the guy has only returned one of my emails ever, so I am not comfortable.
Oh, really?
Concept yet. I asked him not to put American flags on my shit because I believe in the flag code, and the only way you respect the flag code is to honor it. And he fucking put flags on the shoulders of the shirts. And I can't even get a hold of him to say, what the fuck, dude? And he's never paid me, ever. I've never seen a dime, ever.
Really?
He gave me some free shirts, if you call that payment. I didn't realize that was my payment for fucking setting up a store with him, so I'm not super happy. But I'm also kind of tired and cranky. But
right, yeah. They just for reference, Troy was asking about it earlier, and I thought maybe because I just went to Forge from Freedom and clicked on your thing, and that's when I bought the Daily Gun Show. And I thought, oh, maybe I should have used, G-Web's link. So that's what he's asking about, is if you had a different link that tells them that you sent them there, kind of like how Amazon works or whatever.
Oh, I do. That's the one that's on Gun Channels. Like, if you go to the Daily Gun Show channel on Gun Channels, that link, whatever, has the code in it. But according to his thing that registers it, I've sent people over, I've never had a sale. And Smeggie has a shirt. So maybe, he has to qualify. I don't know, because I've never gotten them. I've had 3 emails with the guy. Or not, I shouldn't say that. I've had more than 3 emails with him, but I've had 3 emails since I've been saying, does this email work? Or what the hell? And yeah, he's real busy.
All right. So at least, if you're going to do it, at least jump over to the Daily Gun Show on Gun Channels and click the thing on there.
Yeah. I wanted to support, so
it's at least better than nothing.
Rip the shoulder off of it. They rip the arm off.
Yeah, I'm a little self-conscious because I
don't fucking like anything about the fact that he put my fucking logo or our fucking logo that I fucking put my fucking shit behind with a fucking flag on there. It's like, no.
Yeah, as soon as I got it, I was like, oh, yippee, I got my thing. And I saw that, I was like, oh, shit. So that's why I let you know. I was like, just so you know.
Where I'm going after I leave California. I'm going to Tucson and getting my gun. Well, I shouldn't say. I'm going to Tucson, and then I'm going to New Mexico, and then I'll be in fucking Texas. So maybe I'll talk to the guy.
Oh, yeah, Texas.
What I pick up in Arizona has nothing to do. There's no implied threat. It's just because I'm fucking normal and I want my fucking guns back.
And you can bring them to Texas.
Yeah.
You can bring them to all but 9 states, I think. Yes.
And you'll be rolling to Tulsa for that awesome gun show.
Well, I'm trying out the trimming tool within YouTube.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? They got back an editor? What?
Yeah, if you go to edit or drop down the button, and and you go to enhancements, and then there's a thing called trim, and you can go in there and you can split clips, and then you can delete them if you want to cut out time. Because I had a live stream where I was rolling toward. What's that?
They pulled all that shit not too long ago and made a big fuss about it. How nobody was using it.
I don't know, but it says preparing upload. I don't know that it works. It could just be broken. Click next to the video, the little drop down arrow. Go to enhancements.
No, wait, hold on. You have to go to the video manager.
Yeah, video manager, and then click on the little down arrow.
Okay.
Click enhancements, and then on the right, lower right, there's a thing that says trim, and then you can go in and you'll let the video play to the point you want to trim it, and then you just click a vertical line. It'll cut, and then the next line you cut, it'll let you click and delete.
Okay, I was hoping when you described you were describing the old online editor. I was hoping we had the old editor back. This is just a piece of it that lets us trim still.
Yeah, I mean they've got other features too. But...
Oh no, I guess it'll save it as a new video.
Yeah. So I don't know if it works though, because I've got one that's just saying preparing to upload.
I used to use it all the time.
So I did a live stream, but there's parts of it that just like way too long. So
yeah, that's perfect. I wonder if it'll pull your text chat also, like if they're synced.
I don't know.
You know, the portions of it.
Mm-hmm. I guess I should leave this one as public.
I don't want 2 pieces. Go away.
I'll leave this as public, and then I'll wait to see what it does. I don't know what the deal is with it. Because it's taking its sweet time. It's saying preparing to upload, and it's bothering me. So I don't know if you went to that link I sent you, G-Webs, but the museum of this dad who created the Oxman's surplus place, he has a pretty nice collection. He's got helmets and bayonets and stuff like that. If you go to the page, in one of the display cases, it says military hats, helmets, and bayonets. And then if you go to the second one, you can see all the bayonets in the display case, which is, they've got a decent amount. They got a full B-17 trainer cockpit, bunch of other weird stuff.
All right, that's pretty cool.
They have a hand crank Jacob's ladder. That's pretty cool.
Nerd.
I'm down for that.
So I met a couple guys tonight. They were from out of state. They're here for work. I was talking to them a little bit. They seem pretty nice. And I forget how it came up, but as it always does, somehow guns came up. And I was like, listen, bro, I'm a big Second Amendment guy. And they were like, oh, dude, we fucking love guns.
Oh, good.
Like, oh, my God. You're my new best friends. Because, like, okay, I was wearing my Dan Wesson hat that says repeal the NFA, which I absolutely fucking love. And here's why. Dan Wesson, as a company, they make custom 1911s, and they've kind of teamed up with, like, CZ Custom Shop. So they make 1911s and like CZs. What the fuck does that have to do with NFA? Like nothing. Dan Wesson doesn't make suppressors. Dan Wesson doesn't make fucking short-barreled rifles. Like they don't make full auto.
But
so the fact that they would support getting rid of the NFA with absolutely no benefit to their business, I'm like, all right, you guys are fucking awesome. So anyways, I was wearing that hat. And I'm wearing my Firearm Policy Coalition t-shirt. And so basically I just kind of like pointed to my hat and pointed to my t-shirt. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of a gun guy. And they're like, oh fuck yeah, guns are awesome. So like, all right, I got 2 new best friends. Like, this is awesome.
And where is this at your hometown?
Yeah. This was at home. They're from out of state, so they were talking. They're not sheet metal. They're iron workers.
Oh, cool.
So like welding up fucking I-beams and shit.
Yeah.
And they're just here for work. I didn't quite catch how long they've been here for. A couple weeks. I think they're here for like maybe a couple more. I didn't quite catch how long they're here in town. But yeah, you guys know me. I'm good at making new friends.
Mm-hmm.
So I started talking to them. We're talking about guns and like, yeah, all right, these are my new best friends ever. So we're sitting there talking for a while, and I'm at my local place. Like, everyone who works there knows me, and we get along all very well. And so we're sitting there talking. I catch like, I'll catch like a side eye from the bartender or whatever. She just kind of smirks, like, oh, I see what's going on here. You have new friends. And it's like, all right, yeah, like we got new friends. Well, then, I don't know. They ended up sitting there for a little bit longer. And then all of a sudden, it's just like they had a couple too many type of thing. And they like started being like super obnoxious. I'm just like, all right, I changed my mind. I don't know you guys. Like, just kidding. But it worked out okay. I mean, that's actually the one dude was okay. I should take it back. The one guy was really messed up, but the other dude was driving. So it's like, okay, they work together. This dude's driving. He's fine. But the other guy got super obnoxious. And I'm like, you might want to like take your buddy home. Like, just, it's just before problems start, like he's being weird. Like, just, you guys might want to cash out.
Yeah.
But other than that, I did tell them about gun channels because they seemed like I said, this was earlier when they seemed cool. So we'll see what happens.
Now they're trolling in the chat.
Yeah, if a couple of weirdos jump on, like, I'm sorry, but yeah, like, because we like I said, we just got to start talking, and I said something about Hit or Miss and Daily Gun Show and all that kind of stuff, and they were like, "Oh, dude, that's fucking awesome. We'll check it out." Blah blah. So you know how it is. You meet people, and sometimes they only half mean what they say. I personally don't quite get that, because even if I'm like been out for a long time, if I say something like that's cool, I actually mean it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatever. I'm not trolling for trolls. I am not Vanessa.
I can't believe you would say this about me, Smeggie. I thought we were cool.
What? I didn't say anything about you. What are you talking about?
I think he was the other guy, maybe? I don't know. The other guy you met was a joke, I'm thinking.
Oh. I thought you meant I was talking crap about you. I'm like, I love you, Hosh. Why would I say crap about you?
No. The pants in the chat was saying... He was saying, I think he was acting like he was the other guy, the guy that got overserved.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I actually did not have that tab open.
Oh, right. Oh, well, there you go.
Okay, I brought my audio back up. I don't know if they're out there. They're either being really
Are you
quiet.
done with your research?
No, these people all parked here and started getting out and having a bunch of noise, and then they all stopped making noise. So I don't know if another car didn't leave, so they must have walked in. It must be like the cleaning crew, maybe. Anyway, I need a periscope. Anyway, I muted because I was scared they'd know I was in here with all the noise. Anyway, I think you were about to ask me something, Hosh. Like a while ago.
Oh no, I was just mentioning the museum. I don't know if you went to the link.
Oh, that's right. No, I copied and pasted it into my shit, and I'm going to put it on my list.
Yeah, so if you take the second link, which is the museum link, scroll down to his case that has the bayonets in it. You can see all the helmets, hats, and bayonets in the background there. Which you could probably look at from that far away and pick out some of the good ones if he's got a couple of.
That cabinet? No, I only know AK bayonets, but
Oh, okay.
all the other ones, there's way too many.
Sure.
But yeah,
Sometimes
that's a great place.
Yeah, and you walk in, it's a museum, and then you walk past the museum, and then that's the surplus store. It's like the first thing you have to go through the museum. It's pretty cool the way they have it laid out.
There's a place that Jimmy goes to in Apache Junction, Arizona. That's not. I mean, it's got a museum, but it's a separate room, and you have to decide to go in it. I like that. Hey, you have to go through it. That's kind of
Yeah, the way it used to be. So back before they changed the place around, they had this whole side lot that was almost like a surplus junkyard, like just wild stuff, like nose cones off of airplanes, like just stuff you'd see out in the desert, just like chilling out there. And I was like, wow, this is cool.
Did I say before that I was driving around and I figured out I had a 16 gig card in my shit? So I had to stop and get a real SD card so I can drive around with it.
You asked me about that. I just figured you filled it up with, you were just making so much content that you filled it up, but 16 gigs is not enough, man. That's not nearly enough.
Going, what's wrong with my fucking dash cam? It won't record shit anymore. And it's because it kept it only had 16 gigs, so it kept eating its own young, like killing my old shit to record the new.
No. Oh no!
I lost so much interesting shit. I don't even know.
No, isn't that kind of funny though? Now that we're sitting there like, ha ha ha, only 16 gigs.
Yeah,
dude, I grew up in the day with the original floppies, the fucking 5.5 floppies that hold like a megabyte or whatever the hell they hold.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so funny. I know, maybe I'm just old, but like. Back like in 95, I would have killed for 16 gigs. Like that's my entire hard drive. I'd be golden with that.
I literally got excited about the little plastic ones and then the CDs and then the rewritable CDs and then fucking thumbsticks and then fucking external drives and then being able to make your own external drive out of a little chassis with a regular hard drive. And then now the little cards. I don't like the cards. I mean, they're neat because they're small, but I don't like how you lose them. See, now it's so I can tell when I'm tired because I've opened the same window twice. So I'm going to copy files from itself into itself instead of actually opening a new folder to put the new shit in or put the shit
in. Pants is saying he still owns flash drives that are under a gig. Yeah, I got a handful of like 512s. And I'm like, oh man, fucking 512. This is awesome.
Remember zip
flash? Will flash drives wear out like DVD? I mean, not exactly the same way.
Yes.
Like a DVD, will they also perish?
I mean, they don't perish the same way, but they have a limited amount of write cycles that you can do.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to post this internally, and then I'll post it. And it's a 1 minute 47 second video. There's a guy who operates a website, floppydisk.com, where he still sells floppy disks. He gets, pallet loads of floppies, and then he's got this very elaborate system for erasing them. And then he repackages them and ships them to people who are still looking for floppy disks. Still a market out there for frickin' floppies, man.
Did I ever tell you about one of the ways I got rich when I was a kid?
What's that?
School auctions. When I worked at AOL, we was school auctions because we had more money than we knew what to do with. So we would just buy everything at school auctions sometimes. And sometimes I would just buy shit because it was interesting. So I bought these server racks or something, and I didn't know what they were. So I bought them because they had like 64 RJ45 plugs on them. And I was like, oh, I could use all those RJ45 plugs. I'm going to buy these and then unsolder them. Like, that's what I was thinking.
Wow.
Oh, dumb. So, I'll just take those off and use them for projects or something. So anyway, I bought this stack of them. I think it was 2 stacks of them for $2. Anyway, it turns out they were worth hundreds of bucks each because I eventually asked the guy that kept buying them from me, or the guy that paid the most money. The guy was paying $700 for them. What he was using them for, and he said that was for a aircraft simulator that was old as shit, and they could not buy a whole new aircraft simulator, so they had to continually buy these old ass pieces to make it keep running. So I bet you that's like, you know, there's just infrastructure places that are using floppy drives, and they're like, just cheaper to buy floppy drives. Just buy another floppy drive.
Right. Well, I mean, that was the joke about the old missile silos. They all use floppies, right? And so they were still in use, like up until the point that they started deactivating some of them. That they use floppy disks. Everything's floppy. Mini disks are still around too. Mini disks are still around, even though they discontinued them. In fact, I buy a box every once in a while just so I can have them on hand in case I need to record something.
Are you talking about like the tapes?
No, mini disc.
Oh, that thing. Okay.
So speaking of floppies, there was one project I was on where I was going around to different auto factories and getting all of their like layouts and like cross section, like, you know, very like early on AutoCAD. Some of them were fucking hand drawn, you know, layout pictures and shit like that, scanning them into the computer, making them PDFs, all that, whatever. But I went down to one of the factories and I was asking about like AutoCAD drawings, and they just opened up a door into an entire room filled with floppies. They're like, this is our factory. Like, everything you need to know is on these things. And I basically had to I ended up buying a thing that like hooked up to my laptop, my work laptop, that was like an external floppy drive thing. And there'd be like one AutoCAD drawing per floppy. And nowadays we'll do an entire project and fucking, you know, pop it onto a thumb drive, or even burning a DVD, right? Because, you know, 4 gigs, whatever, like that's close enough. And these were like one drawing per disc. I had to fucking pull out the index and figure out like exact, because I didn't want the drawings that had all like the detail, like, you know, all of the little notes and shit of like how many bolts it has. Like, I don't care about that. I just want like the overall, like the total layout and the cross section and whatever. Some of the process flow things, whatever. But yeah, I had to go through an entire storage room of floppy drives, floppy disk, and pull out like the exact one that I was looking for, copy it over, turn into PDF. And like when I was all done, because I ended up taking some of them home with me, because like I was going back home. I'm like, hey, can I take all these with me? So I freaking packed up the back of my car with like stacks and stacks of floppy drive like holders. Took me like a couple of days in the office fucking downloading like every single one. I went back to the plant with, here's all your floppies back, and by the way, this entire room full of shit fits on this one thumb drive. Here you go. I gave them back all their AutoCAD drawings on one thumb drive that was like 8 gigs. I'm like, here you go. Done. You could burn that entire room. If you keep this one thumb drive, you have all the same information.
Were they impressed or no?
Oh yeah, they were fucking like, oh god, this is awesome. Like, I can finally, you know, get this stuff. Because the guy who the engineer in the plant who's in charge of all that is like, this is perfect. Because now whenever they upgrade something, they can at least say like, this is what it used to be. Then some company like builds a new thing, and then it's like they give them an updated like, okay, now this is what it looks like, because we cut half of it off and welded the thing and put the new thing on. And so now they can take that like AutoCAD thing and update it and make it like the new thing. So yeah, they liked me that I can condense an entire room onto one thumb drive.
Mm-hmm.
God, what a pain in the ass though. It was a bitch. I mean, I remember we'd have a stack of like, there'd be like 20 floppy disks, and they were all the same zip file. So like none of them would work unless you put in like disk number 1 and started extracting it, and then the little thing would pop up like, please insert disk number 2. You put that in, like, okay, now insert number 3. Yeah, like it was one file on 20 fucking floppy disks. And if you missed one of them, it'd just fucking be corrupted and you're done.
The whole thing. And it wasn't like, well, I guess you could have technically made like 6 number 1s and 6 number 2s and 6 number 3s.
Oh, that they did not do that. Is someone listening to something in the background, or am I going crazy?
That is not me.
It might be my headset so loud that it's picking up on the mic. I apologize. I was watching that floppy disk video again, and it's kind of loud.
Oh, yeah. I kind of heard like someone talking in the background, but it was none of you guys.
Sorry, I didn't realize that would pick up. That's a good mic I've got to get, apparently.
I was interested in it.
Oh, the link's in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Mini disc is also very interesting if you ever were involved with mini disc.
Wow.
I got big into mini
disc. Fucking going deep in the well. Stuck in the first consumer 5-inch floppy drive, handled 5 megs and cost $10K.
Oh, the drive? The drive cost $10K? That's insane. God damn. That's what like the value of having the memory, the storage, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, my first computer when I was a kid, my dad was like a super nerd. We were like the only people on the block with a computer, and it was an IBM. Windows was not invented yet, so all fucking DOS. And it had like the big floppies. And I mean, I know he paid like a couple grand for the thing. And the hard drive was probably like a couple megs or whatever. I don't even know. Like I said, I was like a fucking kid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what the fuck's she doing in the chat? I sent links.
Oh, okay. I wonder how much mini discs go for on Amazon right now.
Anyways, we don't need to necessarily go down fucking memory lane here. But yeah, like, so just to finish up the story. So we got a new computer, like, as soon as the newest thing came out, my dad would buy it. Like, he was cutting edge technology until the mid-90s.
Mm-hmm.
And he just decided, you know what? I'm done.
I'm good.
Like, you know,
I got my Windows 95 box. I'm not going anywhere from here.
Yeah, like, I mean, I remember Windows 98. We had that for a while.
You know what happens, though? Is you get sick of it. You're like, oh, every fucking time I do something, they're going to do another one. So you're done at some point.
I'm at a place in my life I have never been. This computer that I'm talking to you on is from 2011. I haven't done anything since 2011 as far as a computer, like a main workstation goes. I'm crazy old school right now. To me, I feel like I'm ancient, but it works, so I don't really care. I never understood that when people tell me, it works, I don't really care. I'm like, look at this fogey telling me about how it's good enough. Yeah, man, I'm there. It's freaking nuts. So mini disc prices have gone through the roof. A 74-minute mini disc 10-pack is $55. That's crazy. That's crazy. I should have bought a ton of packs.
Because they're not making them anymore?
Mm-hmm. It's over. Not making them. A lot of people use them because of the they're not high fidelity. They're lossy, but people like the how convenient they are for recording. Like if you're recording something live, they're really good for live recording. Very convenient. But I guess people have all moved to digital, so this is still digital, but it's lossy, so I don't know. Whatevs.
So I have a kind of gun-related question, which we might as well jump into that.
My God.
Yeah, you know, this is a fucking gun chat. But, wait, dude, late night, I'm definitely more laid back. Whatever, I don't care.
Mother of God. Yeah.
There is a question from the chat that says, what pants are your preferred CCW pants? Now, I'll answer for myself first. Let you guys think for a minute. And actually, I'm gonna basically mirror the pants, his answer. I wear regular jeans. Like, whatever, fucking Levi, whatever. Like, same shit I've been wearing for the past, 15 years. Yeah, probably like 15 years I've been the same size
Good
pants
enough.
since I was in high school.
These
And
pants are good enough.
every once in a while I buy a new pair, but same size, same whatever. I don't really think that I need different pants for CCW. I wear blue jeans. I have a nice inside the waistband holster, quality belt, t-shirts long enough to cover it. Problem solved.
You don't size up to have to, or inside the waistband, or how do you carry?
Because see, the lucky thing about being a tall, skinny motherfucker is I've been buying pants that are too big for me anyways. In order to get the length that I need, I've always bought pants that are 2 inches. Like,
so you're saying you just add more guns until the pants fit correctly?
Exactly. Like, I've always been the type of person that has to fucking crank down on the belt because they don't make a fucking 30-36 pants. You know what I mean? Like, they
no,
don't
they do
exist.
not. No, they do not. That is true. I almost always wear shorts when I'm not like working, so I pocket carry a lot in a holster. So almost any shorts that fit me, okay, I just pocket carry in.
Holy shit! I just want to go on record here saying, like, General Relativity, he's out there in the chat. I did not realize you were my neighbor. I did not know you were in the Detroit area. So I apologize for not realizing that you're another Michigander. But yeah, dude, I'm fucking right down the road from you, basically.
Is that people from Michigan call each other Michiganders?
So I was sitting here for the longest time struggling to open up 2 windows and then take the stuff off of the fucking card and put it on the computer's hard drive, right? I finally figure out what's going on and I'm like, what the fuck? There's only like 6 files on here, and it's because I somehow have a 1 gig in the computer, right? And that's from that drone toy that I bought. So I'm like, oh, I got all the way in the back of the van. I totally forgot to bring the web dash cam with me. So I just made this elaborate scheme to get up there and get the dash cam off the windshield without the whole neighborhood seeing me. And I ninja'd up there, turned off all the lights, come back here. I literally had to plan it so I wouldn't get caught sitting in the back of my van, right? I come back here, I set the fucking dash cam down. I proceed to spend the last 3 minutes that you guys were talking with the same window open on both monitors going, the fuck are all these files in the same folder? Or why the hell are all these files on my card already on my computer? And then I finally figured out that I'm looking at the same fucking folder twice. I finally navigate over to the fucking card, and it's still in my fucking dash cam. It's not even in the computer. I'm fucking at this point. I might as well be drunk. I'm tired of shit. Okay, now I'm actually inserting the fucking SD card.
Do it.
You could hear that?
Yeah.
No, what the fuck? Yesterday I was trying to play the audio and nobody could hear it. You don't play that though.
We have a theory in the chat from Pants saying California is seeping into your brain.
Dude, it's probably all the secondhand pot smoke everywhere. It's it seeps in I drove past. Where did I drive past? I drove on 405 between Long Beach and LAX airport. Some sort of fucking disgusting
Compton, Gardena. The Chevron, the Chevron factory. Yeah.
Refinery. It's like you drive through. I think that was where it
El
was.
Segundo. You're in El Segundo.
I was going to die. I thought the car was broke at first. Of course.
Yeah, El Segundo is the big Chevron refinery.
Yeah, there's no way anybody can live around there and not think they're getting affected by that. It reeks of gasoline everywhere.
Oh,
I can't even imagine.
I'll tell you off air what the plans are.
So just to answer the CCW question.
Gun website's live on another YouTube channel.
So CCW pants, I wear Wranglers because I'm a Texan. So jeans, yoga pants, jorts, whatever's comfortable, man.
Yeah, I was just gonna
I like to be
summarize all the
cutting edge.
answers. Is that
I like
most
to be
people are
cutting edge
saying
in
jeans?
style. I like to be cutting edge in style, so I take a tube top and squish it down so it's like more like a mini skirt waist belt thing, and I start working with that.
You just roll the firearm in it like you would roll up a pack of cigarettes
Like
in your
a knife
sleeve.
in a pack of cigarettes.
Just roll it up. Yep.
Except with a tube top.
That's definitely California carry right there. You just take the tube top and just roll the gun in that, but you got to have your yoga pants on. What's nice about the tube top is you can just put your finger in the trigger and just fire directly out of the tube top. You know, you don't have to like get it out or anything. You
The
just have
fuck?
to,
That's not right.
what do you mean? You just buy another tube top. Tube tops are cheap.
Oh, my computer is being weird. I was not commenting to you. I apologize. I was commenting to my computer being weird.
Ants, I take no offense to any crap you have to say about California. None taken. None taken.
Yeah, so to answer the question, most people said they wear like jeans, and Vanessa said she wears BDUs every once in a while. I do as well, and those work okay for CCW as well. But I pretty much only wear those when I go up north, just because I like walking through the woods with those on. Because if you go through like pricker bushes and stuff, they tend not to like poke you. Where jeans, like the little thorns, will like poke your skin.
Yeah.
But BTUs or BDUs, I apologize.
British
those are like tougher. Like they're like a tighter like knit or whatever the hell you call it.
When I'm wearing my British thermal units, I want to always
have
have power on me.
My engineer came out. I'm sorry.
I definitely have my fair share of tactical pants and old army pants, but I still enjoy the yoga pants. I think I look good in them.
But hey, man, you do you. I just personally do not own any yoga pants, but I won't make fun of you for it. Well, maybe I will a little bit, but whatever.
You get those LuLaRoe numbers, those like nice multi-level marketing yoga pants. Those are like the best.
You mean Lululemon?
That's it. No, LuLaRoe. LuLaRoe is the multi-level marketing. Lululemon's
okay.
brand.
I'm gonna start wearing YMI jeans because I've seen so many billboards for them today.
Probably. You went right through like the bougie part of the world, basically.
Yeah, they're like ass jeans. They make your ass do something.
Mm-hmm. Get that Brazilian butt lift going on.
Oh yeah, the YMI jeans look good.
Yeah, I think I'll stick with my 10-year-old blue jeans. Those seem to work okay for me.
YMI. 10-year-old blue jeans.
Yeah. You know how like it's like hip and cool to have faded blue jeans with like holes in them and stuff?
Yours are natural.
Yeah, I earned mine.
You don't even have like selvage jeans or raw denim or anything, do you?
No, I go to Kohl's once every 10 years and I buy a shit ton of jeans. Yeah, dude, that's honestly last time I bought pants, it was at Kohl's and fucking Levi's were like buy one get one free, and I bought like 10 pair. And I'm like, okay, good enough. I'm good.
At least you got the Levi's from Kohl's, not their proprietary brand.
Yeah, I like the ones that have like the carpenter pants, right? So they got the loop on one side, and then like the little pocket on the side. It's got like it's like a long skinny one, and there's like another pocket on the outside.
Yeah, I hate the loop. I know G-Webs likes the loop. I hate the loop. I hate the loop.
Awesome.
I know.
If you're like to have eunuch pants.
I mean, I'm old, but I don't rock carpenter jeans.
Gonna get the hand plane out, and
the carpenter jeans are the best because they're the last ones that are still fucking like loose fit. All the other ones like crunch up on your business.
That
ain't about fit. That.
That sweet loose fit pleating that you get when you wear the grandpa jeans, but you got to tighten up your belt. You get like the hot folds because you're too skinny for it.
That's nice.
That's the hotness. That's what you want.
I feel like I should start wearing pants that are like 3 sizes too small for me because of everybody out here.
Well, you're in California. Nobody would mind that. That's what you want.
Also, I'm going to get like a shirt that's like maybe soccer or lacrosse or something, 2 or 3 sizes too small. Where
A sport you never played though. You got to. That's the you
it's got to
can't
have some kind of stripes and like some weird color, like shapes, like
Right.
something about sports.
If you can figure out how to get some sequins on there or some like dumb tattoo scrolling.
You see these dudes that are walking around with like these like sports shirts. It's like the shirt equivalent of an Adidas jacket, except a shirt, and then like way too small.
Yeah.
Like figure they go, it still fits. Like technically it's on me. It still fits.
I'm breathing without any effort, without effort.
I try to stay on the cutting edge of fashion.
Oh, me too. That's why I'm about to break out my Jinkos.
Oh yeah,
my God!
I owned a couple of pair.
Yeah, I had Jinkos. I'm not gonna lie,
dude. When I was in high school, fucking back pocket big enough to put your textbook in.
Oh,
I didn't even need a backpack. I just like, what class am I going to? Math. Bam, math book in my left back pocket.
Okay, well, I put 40s in my back pocket. But okay.
Jenkos would be relevant now. Jenkos are relevant today. You can carry an iPad in your back pocket.
Oh my God! I just put 40s back there.
40s in a bag of weed.
No, just the 40. 2 40s.
I'm sorry, Smeggie. I didn't mean to say that.
That's hilarious, dude. All right, I'm gonna hop out of here. I got to go to sleep. It's getting too late.
All right, take it easy. I'll keep in touch.
Yeah, let me know what's going down.
Oh, my shit was unplugged. That's why you guys were talking shit about me. I was responding and you guys were ignoring me.
Oh, I didn't hear any of that. Well, yeah, you were unplugged.
Well, I said have a good night, Hosh.
Oh, thank you.
Aww.
I will talk to you guys soon. Figure we'll do something with G-Webs whenever he's around. Cool.
Later, Hosh.
Yeah, I got to figure out where to do the show tomorrow. Well, yeah, 9 o'clock. I got to be somewhere to do the show tomorrow, so we'll figure it out.
Okay. Yeah, text me what's going on. If you think you have an early arrival, just let me know a little bit ahead of time.
Right on.
Cool.
Thanks.
Take it easy. See ya.
I'm glad you jumped in because I totally forgot to call him. He was texting me while I was hanging out with Knives, and I'm like, "Oh, I'll be done in a minute." And then I'm like, "Hey, where do I buy an SD card?" And then it's like, "Oh, let me jump into a chat 7 hours later." You see where that dude's at.
Did the daily gun show happen tonight?
Yeah, just a half hour late.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, Smeggie, of course.
Yeah. Everyone was looking for Smeggie.
So we only had about half the crowd. All the ladies came.
I was looking for it for a while, and then I was like, I guess they're not going to have it on. So I think I went to like.
Well, we've been half an hour late without even having any excuse for it, just because we fucking forgot or whatever. Just farting around. Half the time we're late, it's because we're sitting in there talking.
Right.
Oh,
All
shit.
right. So Smeggie jumped out.
He probably fell out. He was.
Yeah.
I go in there and I buy this bread because I'm like, I need to eat something and I gotta stay awake, right? Because it's still transferring files over here.
Right.
It's only 63% complete, and that's only the first folder I'm transferring. So I'm like,
So
I'm gonna buy some bread.
Yeah.
And there's got to be good bread in California, right? There's not. But anyway, I find some bread with like a crust on it, and now I'm like, I thought I dropped something, so I went to turn my flashlight on and look at the floor, see what the fuck I dropped, and basically I'm living in crumbs now.
It happens when you're living out of the van, man.
Normally
Am I back now? Yeah, I am. Okay, cool.
You are.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your crumb conversation there, G-Webs, but I wanted to make sure my headset was working. It started getting all weird.
I'm worried about the ants. The
No,
California.
it was really good conversation.
Well, I could hear everything, but just my headset wasn't working. Like I said, I had to plug it back in, and I talked for a minute. You guys responded. I'm like, okay, it's working. And then I said some other shit. You guys just like kept talking, and I was like, oh, it's not working again. I don't know. That's what I get when I like.
Can somebody throw the YouTube link so I don't have to go look for it in the side chat? I mean,
Yeah, I got it for you.
I'm so tired. Oh, there's such noises. I think what happens a lot of times too is people get dropped off at night jobs, you know. So I hear the car pull up, drop them off, and then pull away.
You're in an undisclosed parking lot somewhere.
I honestly don't even know where I'm at. I was leaving Angelina's house, and then Smeggie's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go live." So I'm like, "Ah, shit, I'm gonna jump in."
When are you going to be in Texas, G? Or can you not give that out?
Before Tulsa. So on the way from, basically, I still got to do my taxes, and I keep saying that, but it's like I have to figure out all my money and then put it into the stupid tax software. So
Right.
I'm in that process. I've like tallied it all and things, and then, well, actually, what I have to do is remove a bunch of extraneous. Whenever I put PayPal in, I'm always bitching about how it does extra things for no reason, like, hey, somebody's thinking about paying you $12, so we're gonna let you know. Just letting you know, $12. Like, thanks, fuckers. Now there's a $12 in my shit, so I got to pull that out. Well, now in addition to all the like just extraneous $12, they've decided to. Well, I probably fucked up and downloaded everything twice or something. So now there's like literally a $12 duplicate of everything, which is super, big deal. But when there's so many extraneous ones, it's just annoying because there's one good one out of there. And there's now 7 fucking extra 12s. And trying to figure out which the fuck extra 12 goes with that 12, aside from like, I don't know, maybe there's like 200 12s or some shit. I don't know. I don't know how many there are. There's a shit ton. So,
Right.
yeah, it just becomes annoying. So I have to basically sit down somewhere in California or in Arizona in front of a fucking laptop and delete a whole bunch of stupid shit that I probably should have never even imported in the first place. But I don't know where I made the mistake, so I don't know what to even do to correct it. But anyway, so depending on, or I guess with that in mind, I need to be in Tulsa at some point, and I want to go to Texas first. So I just got to do the math backwards, I guess. I guess I'm kind of seeing how much I can get accomplished in LA, how soon. So I still haven't decided what I'm going to do tomorrow. If I'm going to just sit down and do taxes, or if I'm going to continue beating the shit out of LA. Because if I can consume LA in like 2.5 days, then I could possibly get back to Tucson and just do taxes there, I guess. Although after going to Malibu today, I'm thinking, why the fuck would I not want to do my taxes on the fucking beach in Malibu?
Yeah, that sounds like a way better place to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I technically can. It costs me the same fucking $0 to fucking not eat here as it does to not eat at home. So what the fuck's the difference? But on the other hand, it's fucking dumb, and I don't know. Dumb. I should probably be doing it at home.
I'm gonna say, you know my answer, which is, fuck it, it's not April yet. But I completely understand. You have way more shit than just like, an hour worth of work.
Dude, I've already been working on this forever. I need to start doing it monthly, but I hate doing it so much that I do it maybe like 4 times a year, and it's still horrible. I mean, it would be better if there was like money left over, but when I get done with all this, it's like, let's see how much I owe the fucking government because I haven't been paying them all fucking year. And like, here's my fucking penalty and my fucking whatever's due. So that's the worst part too, is I have no interest in doing it because it's just going to tell me how much I fucking owe. And of course, I get to pay my own Social Security because who the fuck would want to fucking not pay their own fucking Social Security for no fucking reason, right?
Someone's grumpy.
Hey, make taxation theft again. Because fuck taxes.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them. I haven't done my taxes at all either. But I can get mine done in about 5 minutes, probably.
I talk to people who'd have it done, and I'm seriously thinking it costs like, hundreds and hundreds of dollars to have it done. But I suspect that if you're doing it legit, like somebody actually did it for a living instead of like occasionally pay attention to it, would be like, hey, you dumbass, do this and this, and that'll pay for me, you know, or do this the different way, and that pays for me plus something.
Right. Yeah, I think it depends on like how complicated it is or whatever, because like when I do it, it's like, oh, here's like $20 and then it's done. But again, that's like the easy thing. I only have a couple things that I write off or whatever, and then I'm done.
Back when I had the regular like 9 to 5 and all I had was what are those things called? Then W2s. Yeah. Fucking W2, fucking what? I guess now you have to do health insurance. Bada bang, bada boom. It was like the 1040 EZ. Man, those were the fucking days. They still have that?
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
they do.
Oh yeah. Fuck you, bastards.
You basically just type the thing in. It's like, this is how much you paid. This is how much you should have paid. Here's the difference.
Seriously, back when I was working, like at a regular job where they fucking paid me every fucking week, and then it's like, oh, here, click, click, click. Oh, this is how much money I'm getting. Click, click, click. Oh, this is how much I'm getting from the state. Go spend that money. Taxes were fucking fun.
Yeah. I always owe money, but that's because I always claim like, you know, less than I'm supposed to. So then I always have money coming back.
Yeah, I was a dumbass. We were making so much money, we all claimed too many, so that they took. No, how do we do it? Yeah, too many, right? So then they take more. I don't know. We all did it the dumb way, like the way that wastes money and gives money to government.
Yeah, that's
And
when
I
you
was like,
claim.
I don't care. I don't need it. And then later on, I get a surprise check from them, even though it was less than I would have just kept. But
Right. I just don't like the idea of like, okay, they've been making interest on my shit all year long. Like, how about I make interest on my own money, and I write you a check for $100 at the end of the day? Like, I try and stay kind of close. I don't want to owe thousands, but a lot of times I'll get like $100 back federal, and I'll owe the state $80 or something. Like, all right, it fucking evened out. Like, who cares? Because for some reason, I always end up owing the state more than federal. I think I can write more stuff off on federal than I can on the state. That's just, you know, Michigan or whatever. But like I said, I'm not writing off tons of shit either. I basically just have like my tax, like property tax and interest on my mortgage, and like that's it. That's all I write off. It's not like I, you know, keep track of all the shit I give to charity or whatever. Although to be for the record, I do give to charity. I just don't give enough to keep track of it. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm not even gonna fucking claim it.
when I was a kid, I liked the idea of a charity or whatever. So I already told you this. I think I had $50. I don't know what I did. I got some money somewhere, right? Somebody gave me somewhere once. I forget how I got some of my hundreds of dollars, and I was like, I'm gonna do good with this money. I'm gonna fucking donate it, and I divided it up into 50s and donated it to a bunch of things I thought were fucking interesting back in the day. And then I forget who I was telling this to. I was saying this in a live chat or whatever. But you made me think of it. And then fucking I forget how many years later, I still kept getting fucking envelopes from this one place. Fucking the thing with the panda, World Wildlife Federation. The little panda circle.
Yeah, WWF.
Yeah. Anyway, that fuckers. I gave them $50, or maybe it was 35 once. Or maybe I got like $350 and I divided it by 10. It was something. It was an instant. It was almost like nothing, but to me, it was like, oh, I'm doing fucking good. Instead of buying like a new car stereo or something, I'm gonna fucking do good with my money. And fucking, dude, for years until I basically, got to an address where they couldn't find me or whatever. Like for years, they kept sending me a thing to like, hey, donate $25 for this new effort. Just like the NRA. Hey, do you know the pandas are about to die? Hey, do you know pandas are about to die? Do you know dolphins are about to die? You know rhinoceroses are about to die?
Hey, did you know if they weren't fucking dumbasses and like only ate bamboo, like they'd be fine? Like it's not my fault they're super picky.
Are you calling all pandas dumbasses?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Dude, they picked the most freaking nutrient, like, empty food. Like, they don't get any fucking nutrients from the food they eat. And they only eat the one type. So, like, as soon as someone cuts down the thing, like, they're screwed.
You know what? If a panda was given like a sandwich, they'd be like, "No, I don't eat crusts."
Exactly. That's the perfect point. They're fucking starving to death, but they're gonna bitch about like having to eat a crust. Like, fuck you, dude. Just fucking eat something different, and then you'd be alive.
I think about my last folder, or at least that's what I'm gonna do. I think. Do have another one. I guess I don't have to do that one because this one will be empty and this one's 64. So I'm going to do my last folder. This one was all the one. This was the money shots. These are when I pushed the little button and it took them. And this is where I'm curious. It started at 346, which is probably when I bought the card. And then the last one was at 814. So the question is, did I really buy the card at 346? If I bought the card at 346, then I went to 2 shops and it was already closed at 5. That could have been. So that's probably. So in other words, I think it was a large enough card that I should have. Oh, maybe this isn't my turn. I was going to say maybe I do have all the bridges and cool shit. So you've been to LA before, or that just that one time?
Only the one time. So everything you've seen is the only thing I've seen.
Okay. What about Mike? Where's he, Michael? I'll tell you about.
Yeah, I've been through LA, just driving through, going up into Oregon and Washington. But I love.
Did you go through Long Beach at all? That area?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a bridge that goes. So you're Long Beach, and then you go west, and then you're, on the shore. So there's like, how am I fucking describing this? The part I was talking about where the big giant robot scaffoldings like lift the Lego blocks off the fucking cargo containers.
Yep.
Right. So there's like that fake bay or man-made bay, or maybe it's natural, but like that little area where the boats go in to get their stuff taken off.
Yeah, I think
like
it's man-made.
Yeah, it kind of seems like it, right?
Right.
So there's a bridge that goes across there, so you don't have to drive all the way around it, right? You know that bridge I'm talking about? It's really tall and cool.
Yes.
Okay, so there's that bridge, and as I was driving south towards all that, I'm like, I'm driving on that fucking bridge. Like, what the fuck? I'm just gonna drive across that bridge, even if it doesn't go where I'm going. I'm driving across that fucking cool bridge. And then it looked like that road was going to turn into that bridge, so I was stoked. And then fucking it goes, took me somewhere else. GPS
Yeah.
took me to a place.
It
So
does.
I come out of there, going to Knives' place, and then I have to cross the bridge. So I'm super happy. I get halfway across the bridge, and there's a whole nother gianter bridge being built. So you ever seen a bridge building fucking robot?
Oh, it's pretty sweet.
Dude, imagine the biggest fucking bridge you ever fucking seen. And I've seen big ass fucking bridges. This is the fucking granddaddy of bridges. And like, it's just like fucking being created out of this robot. Like, it's just a giant half a bridge. It either looks like a giant like a bridge that a robot has half eaten, or it's throwing it up. Like, it's vomiting out a giant bridge. It's awesome. There's like this big metal robot with a fucking giant bridge half a giant bridge behind it. And then like massive construction engineering efforts, I guess, probably to keep the ocean from eating it, because there's like massive concrete like pyramids they're building down into the ground. It's really neat. I don't know how much of it came out on dash cam. We're gonna find out whenever it comes through, because I'm thinking I got all that shit. So it doesn't look like it ate anything. Like the card didn't have to get eaten over.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Well, let's see. No, I guess if I close this window, we're not in the hangout anymore. Holy crap.
Don't do that.
I'm seriously having to like pay attention to what I'm clicking. My fucking head is so fucking groggy at this point. Okay, so these are the things that are there, and these I'm fucking too sleepy. I'm afraid to cut and paste, so I'm just gonna leave shit on the card. I guess the worst case scenario is some of the stuff I've already copied over gets ate. Who cares? So now I can go over here. Over here. You want to see any of these or no?
Yeah, let's do it.
So then I have to click it to that screen for some fucking reason. And find where the fuck. I'm not going to go through all of them, so we'll just go through some that I pulled out that were supposedly good. Let's see if I can do it for you. All right, I can do this for you. So, let me read this. 18 is probably the year, 3 is probably the month, and then 26 might be the time.
That'd be the day, because yesterday was like
25.
Monday was the 26th.
Oh, it is. Okay. See, I'm totally fucked up. I was thinking Monday is 25th. Okay. So then, and then 26, and then 1546. That would be 346.
Yeah.
Nah, we didn't even hear it. Oh my goodness. All right. So this is me buying it at Fry's, pulling out of Fry's. Yeah, we got everything. Wait, no, this is Wonderfuls. These are just no Wonderfuls. So let's see what I got here. What was so wonderful about this picture? Can you see this one as I play it?
I see little dots going. Yeah, there you go. I see a street.
Oh, this is me trying to pull into LAX. Didn't work. Oh, I should probably just go grab the camera. That's going to be way better pictures than this stupid thing. Because this is all random, right? At least it looks like I had the angle right. Like the other day I had it pointed at the fucking sky and you could see like a slice of fucking ground and then like 99% of the screen was blue sky, right? This is driving out to, wait, I don't know what this is. This is an exit ramp. They call these exit ramps in California, and you use this to get off of the highway. Amazing.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff they have out here. Loop-de-loop roads made out of concrete. Oh, this is probably us bullshitting with each other. That's that gun shop. So that means going this way, going this way. Oh, okay, these are just Wonderfuls. Now I have to fucking pay attention to what I'm doing. So this is just places I thought were worth. So these are probably going out to Malibu. I think I did some of these as like B-roll, just to have some different types of terrain, because I'm always going through different places and like, oh, this is interesting. Never seen this before. And then I just drive right through without taking any video. So this is just to show like contrast to some other place in the world.
Right. Yeah, you'd edit that shit together or something and make a little thing.
Yeah, maybe just one little clip. Not that any of this is specific, is all that interesting. Now this one, on the other hand, this camera is shitty. Like this camera sucks at showing the miraculousness of this fucking experience right here. Like driving on a fucking road that if you didn't pay attention, you'd fall in the ocean, and then having this massive freaking wave fucking situation going on here. Of course, giant freaking cliffs with billion-dollar homes on them that movie stars live in, and then probably half of these cars are movie stars, and then sunsetting. That's pretty good. The camera doesn't do that justice. I guess what else too is I'm used to driving in mountains all the time now. I'm not used to getting out. Well, I guess there's places I drive in the desert, but then thered be mountains over here. Like I don't really ever get to see a flat horizon ever anymore. So I think this might be one of the reasons I was like, wow, that's fucking new to me. Let's drive it out. Oh, here's that tunnel. Oh, crap. So that must be where I took the picture. And what the hell is this? Oh, okay, good. Look, it got almost the whole beginning of the tunnel there. This is in Malibu Canyon, coming up from Rockford Falls, Malibu, California, to Simi Valley, or whatever it is that I was going to next to Simi Valley, but going north. Hollywood Hills are to our right. Oxnard is to our left. That's where Brandon's from. This is kind of a cool little drive because it's real windy and kind of fun. And it's maybe a 40-mile-an-hour road, but it's odd as shit because there's streetlights on it. I've never been in a situation where this is a bad example of it because it's not very windy, but it's a really, really windy road, right? And
Right, like
fucking
you should be out
streetlights.
in the fucking, like,
Oh,
out in the
yeah.
country or whatever.
It should be black everywhere, and I have to be white knuckles on the thing. Oh, this is where I stopped and hung out for a minute just to be on the side of the beach. This is where I'm saying you can literally park anywhere. Like these people, I guess, were going the other way, so they parked over here. But if you're going this way, you just literally park right here and you walk over here and you're on the beach for nothing. That beach is zero cost. You just walk over there and hang out. Rockford Falls is behind us. Hollywood is like in front of us. Oh shit, let's turn this shit off. And then what is this one? It's probably me walking in front of the camera at fucking. I wonder what this one was for. This one might have just been. Sometimes because the thing will go backwards 10 seconds. Sometimes I'm thinking like, oh, I'll catch that. Oh, you know what it is? Here, I don't think I can zoom in. Here, let's see if you can see it. Down on the ground here. See this? Like right there, and right there. Those are like red things in the ground. Like the reflectors that you'd have, like up in, no, you don't have them. We have them down here. Like they glue reflectors on the ground.
We have reflectors.
Oh, I thought they don't glue them on the ground up there because of the snow. I thought they dig them into the ground up by you.
Oh, they do, yeah, but they pop up and then the plows just go over and it like flaps. But I did see like those, they were red and then it like.
Yeah, so I think at first I was like, that's weird because you're looking down, right? What the hell? But I guess once I got over there, this is like some sort of weird bus road. Like instead of having a railroad track, there's like a bus road. And yet instead of having gates, you have these little lights on the ground. And that's supposed to make people stop so that this bus that doesn't stop for nothing can come careening through here, I guess. I've never actually seen the bus, so I don't know what's going on, but it just seems like a weird road in between all the other roads, and you have to stop for it. And it says buses have right of way. I think that's why I got the idea it was buses. So I never heard of like a bus route that has its own literal, like its own path, like its own track, but with no railroad track on it.
Right. Yeah, because normally buses just drive on like the normal road.
All right, so those were wonderful. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and see if I can stay awake. And then I was thinking about looking at the urgents because normals will just be like, that's everything. Like this is just raw stuff out of the camera. How do I get to there? Oh, this is probably the wrong move. This is gonna have everybody in it too, because everybody walks in front of my camera is gonna be on this. Or I mean, everybody walks in front of the band is gonna be on this. So this must have been. Oh, this is after I bought the damn card. That's right. I was like, there's nothing from this morning on here. Oh, you know what might be on here? Oh, no, it won't be. Oh, yeah, it will be. Driving up to that giant donut.
Yeah, let's see that donut.
That's by LAX. So this is. That's LAX. So it would have been a little bit before. This is LAX. So that means this is driving up to it. So maybe this is the highway. So it has to be after the highway. It's right on the side of the highway. Yeah, you can probably see it before I even get off the highway. Oh, no, you can't. But it's coming up over here somewhere. Oh, no, it's way, there it is. But it's way too far away to see it.
There it is. I saw it for a second.
I gotta turn the corner. So you get off the highway. This is what they call an off-ramp in California. And then once you get off your off-ramp, then you can go to the left on a regular surface street. and then boom, donut. And LAX, see that billboard, like right there.
Yeah.
LAX might as well be where that billboard is. It's really close. There's the donut. That got pretty good. I think that'll good work for B footage, huh? I got the
Yeah.
angle better today. So this is where LAX is, like somewhere right here, and then it's like one of these. This happens a lot in California. They think this shit's funny. They'll be like, "Oh, here's a place. Look at a big ass fucking sign. Dink. Like, look. Oh, there's a parking spot. No. That's just our fucking trap vehicle. You can't park here. Go the fuck around in the back like fucking you deserve. And then you got to go find the back of their fucking place. I've been to like 4 places now, just going to places where it's like, oh, here's our place and here's our address and here's the address that we send people to for a fucking sign that says go around back with no directions, no nothing. And then let's see if there's a giant LAX sign here. Nothing until you drive past. Oh, till you drive past and then look in there and then you know it. But usually, if you're driving at a speed, you're like halfway through the fucking, what do you call it, gate before you figure out you just passed it, right? Fucking Californians. There's another reason they think they're so good.
Yep. Fuck California.
What is this?
Looks like a tunnel.
I don't even remember driving in this tunnel. What the fuck was this tunnel? That wasn't a tunnel. That was like underneath of another road, probably. No, it wasn't.
Looked like a tunnel to me.
Could have been a tunnel. You drive through that tunnel.
No, because the video before it, like even that one's a fucking tunnel. I just pointed to my own screen, which you can't see me pointing.
This one
But that was definitely like
this is the
longer
picture.
than an underpass.
This is the picture that this is the video from. Like this is the picture that represents that video. So like this.
Oh,
is
that's like the thumbnail of that video. I see what's going on now.
So
Yeah.
when you push the button, it takes a picture, right? And then the video starts 10 seconds before and runs 20 seconds after you push the button. So the picture is when you push the button. So I think that's half the reason why I take some of these, just so I have a fucking picture that I don't have to actually put my camera up for. So this should be the one, anyway, the video right before that last one. Oh, there it is. See, I don't know if you want to call this a tunnel.
No, that's not the same thing. That's
This,
that.
Watch.
Yeah, that wasn't the same thing as the tunnel, though.
Hold on. You'll see what we're talking about. Maybe. Boom. So is it a tunnel?
That's a tunnel.
Big ass underpass kind of thing.
No, I changed my mind. That's it. It's a tunnel-like structure, but basically just an underpass.
See, the fucking sun is fucking with us, but that's just like something up there. There's like
that's
lights.
just like a road or whatever. Yeah,
there's like something up there, like maybe a park. They'll do that in Phoenix. They have a big tunnel like this. You think it's a tunnel? You know what they did on top of it? It's a fucking park. Like they just built a city park on top of the highway. Because fuck you, you're driving underneath the city park now.
Yeah, no, there's one near me. I remember when I was a kid, I used to love like going through the tunnel. But yeah, it was like the first part of it's just a road, and I'm not quite sure why it stays under. That'd be kind of fun. I should go find that fucker and see what's on top of it.
I'm trying to think of what else was awesome.
Because it's definitely not really underground. Like there's nothing. It's not like you're going through a mountain or anything.
Here's what Rockford Falls looks like. Wait, is this Rockford Falls? Yeah. No. This.
Ooh, let's see Rockford Files.
It freaked me out because I'm driving down the road, driving all the way to California, just go to Rockford Falls course. And then somewhere around here, my camera's like, fuck it, I'm out of batteries. I'm like, fucker, the sun's going down. Like I'm driving out here to be here at sunset. Fucking camera goes out of batteries, so I can't take pictures. And I'm like, damn it. It's like, oh well, now what am I gonna do? Thinking about what other cameras I got. And then I'm like, oh shit, it's also my map. And I have no idea where to turn. So then I was like trying to quickly do all kinds of math in my head, like, well, it said I was going to be there at 6:30, and it says it'll be at like so-and-so mileage, And then I get out there and there's this giant ass fucking sign, like a fucking light, like I would have been blind to miss it. Oops.
So this is heading up into where Rockford Files is?
Down in the Rockford Files. He lives down next to the water from like this hill that you drive down. So in the real show, there's not these speed bumps and they keep like burnouts pulling out of here like all fast. Like bad guys will come tearing down this hill, fuck with them, and then tear up out of this hill. So I'm like, yeah, no way. I would have fucking, you couldn't have paid me enough to be a stunt driver on this fucking hill. Growing, you just plummet to your death over here. And it's fucking pretty steep. It doesn't seem like in this video. But I'm basically, it seems like I'm going straight down into the water. Eventually I get to the bottom, and then I'm like, oh, okay. Well, here I am at Rockford Files, right? Oh, look at this. When I get greeted with like a warm welcome or it's like a fucking box of cookies or something. Nope, we won't go to the next video.
Oh, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Which one was that? That was that one. So that's this one. So then, all right, here we are at the bottom of the hill. Oh, there's where Rockford Files lives right over there. So, oh, you have to pay to go in over here. So fuck all that. I'm going to go over here. Fuck them. I'm not going over there. I want to go over here anyway. Oh, there's a gate right here. So I'll just go through this fucking entrance. Right? And it's like, fuck you. You got to pay to go into Rockford Files parking lot. The fucking pay to go in there. So I almost fucking backed the fuck up or ram through here. If you can't tell, $6. And it says in fine print, no buffer, like no minimum or some shit. Like somehow they say like you can't just pull in here basically. Like you're paying $6 if you continue past this little bar. So I go in there, get my little fucking ticket, go figure out like it's all weird because it's not the TV show anymore. Get my shit, get my fucking pictures. And then there's like this little robot you gotta like jam your card into to then pay the robot. And then the robot ate my card and goes, okay, you can leave. And they fucking charged me nothing. So I got out of there for free. So I guess because I only was like literally in there, like you saw how far I drove in, I pulled in, I parked, I took a picture, and I went to the robot to like try to get the fuck out. And it let me out. So I didn't have to pay nothing to go to Rockford Files after all.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's see. Oh, I'll bet you it's gonna have all the lady. Look at this crazy lady. Get some popcorn. This is crazy ass fucking lady here. So here's the situation. You got to pay to get out of this fucking place, right? She's an idiot. So she didn't read the sign going in that says you got to pay to get out, right? So this would be. Where's this? Oh, I must have just left the car running. What is this? I guess it just ran while I was paying for the robot. So I paid the robot.
That's one you just looked at where there's nothing going on.
I can't see the highlight part on the monitor. Dang, why is it all the way over here? I missed one. Somehow I'm missing something. How can I be missing one between here and here? Dang. Was I fucking with the camera or something? Is that the same fucking one again? Damn it. But look at how the trees move. So, yeah, I guess I don't have the beginning. So anyway, we'll go back to the story. So I go to pull out after, I'm not even sure if I'm getting out for nothing yet. It's just the robot spit out a card that says I don't have to pay nothing. So I'm eager to find out if I can get out of here for nothing or not. So you see what's going on here, right? You can't, I guess. Damn. So dumbass in this white car pulls in like I did and sees the sign and says, fuck this, and backs up. But this guy's already behind him, so he has to back up. So dipshit here, cheapo, doesn't want to pay to go in, makes this guy back up. And that's when she decides to start fiddling with her fucking card. So I'm like, what are you doing, lady? They're going to like put your card in there like right when the dude is, backing up or whatever, and then she doesn't, and she farts around for like another hour. So she'd already farted around like this for like an hour before this dude shows up and
Oh,
gets like in
wow.
this position. And now you
Right,
can
where
see her
he's
arm
doing a
out.
20-point turnaround.
Yeah. And she's, how these gates work. It's going to be like, okay, leave, and then come back down, right? So she's over here, like, barely gets her fucking arm out right when this guy's doing this jacking around move. And I'm like, oh, good. She didn't, like, get fucked and then, be stuck there in front of me. Because the other one, you can tell. It's like you can't get out of the other one. So then, and there's nobody there. It's all robots. So, okay, so she's fucking around. Look how long this is. Imagine sitting here for this fucking long, watching this lady fucking poke at that thing.
I would have gone
And
insane.
then the thing goes up. Watch. This is real time. I'm not paused. This is real fucking time.
Oh,
That
my.
thing goes up for like a moment, and she's like, oh, I'm going to read a fucking book now. Huh, this is a good time to make fucking applesauce. Oh, dehydration. I'm going to look that up on the internet. Like, what the fuck, lady? So, okay, good. Now get the fuck out of here, right? Boom, comes down. All right. Where the fuck is she going? Like, no, I found a good parking spot that's free now. Now I can park here for nothing. I'm not even kidding. I'm not fucking pausing this or nothing. Here's a Jeep to show that there's actually real life going on in the rest of the world. Now here's me. Listen, can you hear it? There's my volume. Can you hear me?
No, I don't hear anything else.
Let me try putting up my volume really high. Oh no, you can't because of my thing. So here's the gate go up. Right? And I'm like, honk, 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 honk. This guy's like, I'm calling the police because that guy's honking so much.
And now she's like, I'm gonna bust out of here like I saw in the TV show.
Yeah, seriously. Until she gets to here, and then let's see if we get her fucking brilliance at the fucking thing. So here's the stop sign. You see the fucking stoplight, right? There's the stoplight. Here's whole nother road. Here's her. So she was on the crack, I think. He was fucking 3 sheets into it. So I'm guessing I probably should have it start up, right? No, weird. Why does it have little gaps?
No, you did skip one on this one.
Oh, I did.
Right here, yeah.
Okay.
I pointed at my screen again, which you can't see me pointing in real life.
And now
But
she's like, oh, you have to pull up to a fucking red light in order to get it to activate. And then she's like, oh, you can turn on red. Right? But no, I'm not gonna. And this is where I'm already looking to the left. And you hear that beep? Oh, you didn't hear it.
I did hear a beep that time, yeah.
Yeah, I heard a beep too.
Here's her. Oh, I'm gonna brake halfway into my fucking turn. And that's me almost hitting her. So here's her, like, trying to get in an accident. Okay, here's me turning. Oh no, I'm gonna put on my brakes halfway through the fucking turn. So I'm already turning to the left with my head to see what's coming so that I can accelerate. And I turn around and she's fucking stopped dead in front of me. Yeah, that's why you can't be armed in California, because of her. And then I couldn't do nothing because I'm in a van, so I can't catch up with her or nothing.
Yeah, that's one of those, like, good reasons, or good riddance, like, yeah, fuck her.
Yeah, she's weird.
Oh, you're gonna pass her anyways. There you go.
Oh no, I do, because she ends up going like 40 miles an hour for a while, and then she just hangs there. Like, I can't get in the right lane because she refuses to fucking go faster or slower. And then she eventually just leaves. This is kind of neat. Being the fast forward. This is going back towards LA from the Malibu. Actually, this is all Malibu. I think Rockford Falls is like on the west end of Malibu. It's kind of neat. That's only 3 minutes too. So how the fuck do I tell which one? So this is the next one.
Yeah, I definitely feel like you could probably take a shit ton of these videos, almost do them like double speed or something and put some music behind, like beep, beep, and as you're like cruising along.
Yeah. Seriously. So this is where I hung out for a bit, did some Instagramming. Be nice on the side of the road or what? Kind of nice, felt like a surfer. And then I'm like 5 minutes later, actually 3 minutes later, not even. I like started to drive again at some point. Maybe not. So whenever this thing will kick in and I'm driving again, right? I was like, oh, well, what the fuck? You can park over here and there's no fucking fence in the way. See all these people? So I parked over here and see how much bigger the waves are getting already? This is like minutes later. And look how big those waves are. Oh, let's get out of here. See how big those waves are though? I kept parking like this and then backing up and changing my mind and then parking again. And then I would back up and change my mind and then I would park again. And at some point, all the people in California got pissed. Because the waves kept going backwards when I did it. They were like, quit it. I was trying to catch that fish. That's fun. I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah, that's definitely pretty cool.
This one should be whipping into that canyon, I think. See how it's weird with like the street lights? The camera makes it seem much lighter. Like it seemed darker in the sky than this camera is picking up. So it was like the only light I had was the street lights. It's just so weird seeing street lights in the middle of nowhere like that. It's kind of neat and kind of jerky. It's like a commercial for a cologne that you don't know what it smells like. So the guy behind me was like, just make up your mind. Don't be scared of the tunnel. And I'm like, no, I want to go in.
I don't know if it comes out the other side.
Does it even end? Kind of looks like UFOs going by a little bit. This is literally one of the funnest drives I've ever. Because it's a really easy drive. People die on it, I guess. I don't know how. Probably being super drunk.
No, yeah,
that's like lights on it.
I say that seems pretty cool. It's like you're out of the city almost. Like it seems very
an hour out of the city. This is like an hour away from the city, really. Well, an hour with traffic, you know. It takes an hour to get here. Let's put it that way.
You're headed north at this time?
I'm heading north from the Malibu shore up towards Simi Valley or something.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know where it actually comes out. It's called Malibu Canyon, though. There's only 2 roads that go from Pacific Coast Highway, like from LA, like north. One of them is Topanga Canyon, and then Malibu Canyon.
Okay.
Otherwise, you got to drive all the way to Oxnard, where Brandon comes from, and then come from Oxnard. I think probably because of the way the mountains are, right? They can just drill a hole through the mountains. Well, shit, I should probably pull 1 o'clock. I don't think I'm gonna.
I wish it was just 1:30.
Yeah, I think I should.
Yeah, I say we all just go to bed. Fuck it. Sleepy
Oh, you're going
time.
to bed? I'm pulling cameras. I already put my camera in.
And now Jules is being echoey.
I'm echoey?
Very echoey.
I don't know. I heard myself, so yeah. I think when you cranked your thing up trying to get your camera thing to sound,
like
now your laptop's too loud that it's picking itself up or whatever.
I've also been fucking with like which speakers and which microphones trying to get it to work. Because a couple of times I'll join a hangout and I don't hear nothing.
Yeah.
You know, you can change the gear in the hangout, but I've been changing it on the computer. So I don't know if it, because for whatever reason my shit has a drop down here. So maybe that makes a difference.
Yeah, maybe. Because I mean, back with your old setup, like, you know, you used to be able to play something on your computer and like your computer microphone would pick up the speaker, you were good to go.
Yeah, that's my other computer. For some reason, it's just really, really good like that.
Yeah, like with whatever the laptop you're using now, it like doesn't pick itself up.
Yeah, this is Pink's. Pink, I mean.
Well, it's yours now.
Well, but that's how I keep track of which one's which. All right, so what the fuck did I just click on? The wrong thing. So I need to click on the choose.
That's like the chat the other day. We're all just sitting there quietly, and you're like, what? Huh? And we're like, yeah, we don't hear anything.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm like, would you shut up, Bob? Like nobody can hear this.
Well,
He's
and
like,
that's
"Yeah,
the,
nobody can hear it."
we said something when it started. You must not have heard it. We're like, G-Webs, I don't think the video is playing sound.
Oh, I didn't hear that at all. Yeah.
Yeah, so then we just kind of started talking. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Is the video interrupting your conversation? It's like, well, G-Webs, we tried to mention earlier the video isn't playing sound. Yeah, that's what it was. That was in the van chat. You were playing that gear video, and it did not pick up any sound. Oh shit! But yeah, I saw Pants is going to bed. I'm sleepy. You should probably go to sleep so you can do work tomorrow. Get your taxes done.
26th or the 20? Monday was the 26th or Monday was 25th?
Monday is the 26th. Tuesday is the 27th, which for me, it is Tuesday right now.
I took a lot of pictures today.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. Well, for the couple of people that are out there watching, you know, we got Vanessa, Fine Ape, like I said, Pants. He was getting ready to go to bed. See you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. And for the guys who joined me, thanks for joining me and keeping me company.
Thank you,
And
Smeggie.
we'll see y'all later.